everybody. So, today we're going to talk about the special episode. And in this episode, I'm going to talk about the topic of vibrational match and how it can impact your efficiency and your productivity when you are scrolling on the internet. And for some of you, you might think like this is like a weird topic, like how am I even relating the two? Like, are these two even related? I would say definitely, totally, they are related. And there is this new age interest in this topic of vibration, in this interest of how we manifest, how we attract things. And you must have, if you're watching this episode, you must have heard people say that our vibration attracts what we experience in our lives. But the thing is that if we have a particular vibration, then our vibration doesn't stay the same even throughout the day. It's a very big topic, but to be brief on it, I would say that we have a dominant vibration and we have a not so dominant vibration. And what I have experienced in my life in past 3 decades, like I have seen that whenever our dominant vibration changes, it can be because of something major has changed. It can be our location where we are based has changed. It can be our key interests have changed, our career have changed. Something major has happened in our life, usually when a dominant vibration changes. Just think about it, like if you have ever switched places. Let's say you were living in city A while growing up, but then you got a new job or you went ahead to join a school, join a college for a graduation, and then you have to move your location. Okay. And when you move your location, sometimes you have to also change your phone number. It may not always be required, but sometimes. So, don't you think that that is one of the analogies which can really help you understand this concept of vibration? Like, how are we really connecting with each other through phone? Like, our phone has a phone number, and whenever we move countries, we have to get a new phone number. Otherwise, if we don't do that, we would not be able to settle well in that new location. It will become harder for us. Have you ever observed, like, you go to a new place, you enter a new school, a new college, a new company? We know this, that there is a dominant vibration that that place holds. That new city, not that new state, or that new company which you join, or that new college that you join, it holds a dominant vibration, and that vibration attracts all the people who join that organization, who join that school, who move to that particular location. There has to be a match. And if you want to be successful there in the new place, then you have to make some adjustments. And this example which I gave to you about this analogy of changing your phone number, this is one of those. We all know that when we go to a new place, we find new qualities in ourselves. Our personality sometimes changes in a way that we never expected. Our accent can also change in a way that we did not expect. The change can vary depending on how much time you spend in the place, but change happens and it is inevitable because if you don't change when you go to the new place, which is demanding for you to adjust to the dominant vibration of that place, then you will not be able to be successful in your endeavors in that place, right? So now just think about it, like when you were growing up, you had certain group of friends which you most probably would have had when you were in school, and those group of people, some of them might have remained your good friends uh, right now, even after 10 years, even after 20 years, and some of them might not have stayed as even in touch with you. You might not know anything about them. Why is that happening? Because if you notice that why do we talk to certain people and why do we keep in touch with certain people, there is always some intersection of the key areas of interest that we have which bind us together. Like we all, okay, we can have a shared history, but if you keep on meeting your old friend and just discussing about shared history and have nothing common, or you don't like the personality of the person, uh, that can be a common thing. Like you like the personality, okay, and if you like the personality, there will most probably be something which would be common in the both of you that you like. So most of the time there is some key intersection of interest which binds us together, and usually as people grow up over the years their key interests keep on changing. Okay, now when now the second thing that I'm going to say is how is all of this related to scrolling on internet and how is it impacting our productivity and efficiency. Now if you see Facebook feed, which in my experience, like I had this habit of, I thought that I was taking those tea breaks or evening breaks after my work and I was just scrolling through my Facebook feed mindlessly. And I realized that a lot of people which I knew years back, like I do like knowing about what they're doing in their life. I do like knowing that they are okay, they are getting married or they're getting a new job. I feel good. I even congratulate them. Sometimes Facebook pops up, tell me like, hey, it's their birthday, I wish them, we connect, like it feels good. But I have come to realize that this habit has been not been helping me in improving my productivity and my efficiency in my work the way that I wanted. And so what I've done is that I have drastically changed the way I use Facebook. See, the thing is that it's not that I'm against anyone who does not have the same interest which I had with them years ago, and there is no match, and I'm just not attracted to know anything about them. I just don't even care to keep in touch with them. Like, yeah, there are some people like that, but not everyone. Like, I have some shared history with them. So I have this, emotional bond, you say. Like if let's say if I'm just going somewhere and I meet one of them, my old colleague or my old school friends or classmates, and I meet them in the airport, and I'll be really happy to meet them and to say hi and just meet and greet. And um, uh, and if we have time, like a buffer time and we are waiting for the flight. We might even like catch up, and I would be really, really genuinely happy meeting them. But that doesn't mean that even though I have this kind of emotional bond which is there for all those people which I had in my previous years in my life, like I need to keep following them every day in my social media. Why? See, everybody is sharing what they're sharing on social media based on their current dominant vibration. Okay, now if they are sharing something which is of interest to you, okay, such as maybe they have accomplished something which you really, really like, maybe they are into some kind of, if they are in some kind of profession which you really want to learn more, they are doing some research that you're really interested for, follow them, go ahead, follow them. But what about those people who you clearly do not have any shared interest? They have moved away from where you live. They are you are not in the same location. They have really, they like, for example, one of my old school friend, like she's gotten married, she's have had has kids, and the kind of views that she has, the kind of mindset that she has, like it's drastically different from what I have. And I know, like, if I meet her, like I would be happy to say hi and meet and greet. I know that most probably the kind of mindset, the kind of life that she is living, like I know, like after that meeting and greeting, like we would not become friends suddenly just because we met. Like there is a, this is very difficult to accept, but when we move away from a group of people, when we move away from a particular location, a particular organization, a particular school, the people who were there, some of them, even if we meet them for a small while, we'll never have the same question with them as we had earlier because we change, people change so much, and some change really drastically. And when this kind of change happens, it is just, you do not want to force yourself to maintain those relationships. And what we're trying to do, what a lot of people try to do, is they think that, oh, I have so many people I know, I have thousands of friends, and I have 1,500 friends, I have 3,000 friends, and they are proud, like, oh my gosh, I have has such a big network of people. Very good. I'm not even saying that you delete them from your Facebook friend list. Well, I know people who go ahead and do that, but you don't. The thing is, you just need to unfollow them. Yes, that is what I recommend. And it is, I repeat that this is not about, saying that you are better or they are not better, or you're comparing your life or you're judging them. No, you have to trust that if meeting them, if staying connected with them is really going to be good for you, is really going to serve you in long term, then you will get connected. Okay, through some common friends, through some common colleague, you will get to know about them. What you need to know, anything that you need to know about someone, you will get to know. But just because you miss something, or something which you might be curious, you still be friends. You can still go and look at their Facebook profile or their Facebook wall whenever you want. I'm giving this example specifically for Facebook because that is what a lot of people have used, but this can be applied to other social media platforms in a different way. But You know, coming back, I would say that a lot of people share stuff in social media which is, charged emotionally. Either they're very happy, they're very excited, they are traveling somewhere, or maybe they are venting. Sometimes they're venting about a bad experience with the servers, or they're venting about something bad which has happened in their life. You know, there are some good things which people say, and there's the other side also. So it's a very emotionally charged place. And the thing is that emotions are transferable. Like if you read what they've written, if they've written that in a very excited manner, you will kind of feel the excited vibe. If they've written something which is very um, sad or gloomy, like you would feel the vibe. And why would you want to feel that, like, unnecessarily? Is it serving you? How is it not like a dopamine, I don't know, addiction or something that they're having? I'm not sure that if we can call it a dopamine addiction, but it is an addiction of some kind. It definitely is an addiction of some kind. You have to realize that mindlessly scrolling on social media does not serve you. Let me give you one more example. Let's say, I am following some friend called Magenta. Now, Magenta has been posting amazing stuff. Oh my gosh, I got married. Oh my gosh, I got a son. Oh my gosh, I joined this company. Oh. And I'm posting on her posts, and I'm commenting and I'm liking, and she's also responding to that. And then suddenly one day, like I meet her in the market, and I'm like, "Hey Magenta, how are you? So nice to meet you. Oh my gosh!" And at that moment, I'll be like, I know so much about her life. Like, I'll have that perception when I meet her. Like, okay, I'm meeting this lady. She has a son. She has joined this company, and so I will make a kind of a perception about her when I'm meeting her actually physically after so many years. Because the last time I saw her was like 10 years ago. And just because I see maybe five or four of her posts in the last few years, I've made instantly I've just made this like conclusion, like, okay, these things that happened in her life, and she's shared these good things, so she must be doing good in her life. But what do I know what is happening in her life right now? What if I did not know about those posts? What if I just saw her and then I really saw her. I really listened to her. When I asked her, "Hey, how are you?" And whatever she said, I really listened to her. I really connected to her. I did not have preconceived impressions about, okay, she's doing good, okay, she's doing nice. No, no. I would connect to her even more deeply, even though I have not seen her Facebook post. Whereas if I would have seen her Facebook post and I would say, "Hey, you have a new son, huh? Congratulations, huh? Amazing, huh?" And she would like, "Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah." And then she would not talk about something which she might have otherwise have talked, because really, I mean, having a son is not a highlight. of her life right now, and something new is going on, and she won't share that because I've already kind of assumed that she's doing good in her life. Okay, so it can happen either ways, but the thing is that it is not necessary to go through someone's Facebook feed to ensure that when at a later point of time we are meeting them, then our connection will be even stronger. No, even if you have not seen any of their Facebook posts and you meet them years later somewhere, like you can have strong connection with them, you can have an amazing conversation with them because you do not have preconceived perceptions, preconceived impressions in your mind about how they're doing their life. And you really listen to them and you really hear them and you really see them when you meet them. So it does not impact your quality of conversation. In fact, it will improve your quality of conversation with those people when you meet them again. And that would be a gift to them. And then the second thing, which I have one thing which I just calculated numbers. Oh my god, you would be surprised. Let's say you are scrolling every day for maybe 30 minutes and you are doing it every freaking day. Every freaking day. You know how many hours it will be? It'll be 182.5 hours every year. And if if you think that 10 hours is is the time in the day when you're just most efficient and effective and productive, then 182.5 divided by 10, yeah, you lost about round about 18 days. 18 days of the year just mindlessly scrolling through social media. What if you would have, like I'm creating this content, what if you would have utilized those 18 days into creating something and putting it out so that the right people who are interested in that kind of content that you want to share would then go ahead and then connect with you and then interact with you. How good would it be? This is an example. You can do anything with the time, with the 18 days that you get. I'm not saying you stop scrolling Facebook. You can still scroll Facebook, but just think about it and just reflect about it. How much of the time that you're spending on your Facebook is really motivating you? Because there is a very high chance that a lot of time that you're spending on Facebook, scrolling through all the posts, is actually a bad habit of yours. Is actually triggering you emotionally, and because it is triggering you emotionally, sometimes you end up comparing, sometimes you end up remembering things in the past and overthinking them and even wasting your time even more. Sometimes you end up judging people, sometimes you end up judging yourself because you judge people about what they are doing in their life. Like, why do you want to put yourself through all of this? What I would say is definitely use internet, definitely use Facebook or any social media platform that you like, but follow the people who inspire you. Follow the people whose interests match with you. Follow the people who are sharing something which is serving you in whatever place you are in your life right now. Only you can decide this for yourself. Only you can curate the Facebook feed for yourself. And the only thing that you have to do is to stop following people mindlessly. And I said earlier, it is not that you are going against them, or you have stopped caring about them. No, it's just that you are protecting your time, you're protecting your emotions, you're protecting your energy by not mindlessly scrolling every day. You do not need to do that. Because the thing is connecting both the things. What I said in starting off this episode, like vibrational match. If you have moved to a new location, if you have drastically changed your key areas of interest, if you had a career change or something major, your dominant vibration has changed, and now it is near impossible to be really genuinely connected with all the people who you were connected with before. Yes, you will still be connected with some of them, but not all of them. It is not possible. It is not possible. And so now it is up to you for how you're going to manage and how you're going to curate your own Facebook feed or social media feed or whichever platform you use the most. It is not about starting to avoid people, but it is more about protecting our time, valuing our time. And it is not only about the time, it is protecting us from getting unnecessarily emotional from seeing the post, unnecessarily triggered seeing the post, unnecessarily judging and overthinking seeing those posts. You are protecting yourself from all those things. And what will happen when you do this every day? When you protect your time, your energy every day, you will be more productive and you will be more efficient in all the endeavors that you're taking in your life right now. And so now I leave it up to you how you decide to go about scrolling on the internet. I had so much fun with this episode, and I see you for the next episode again. Follow me at iPeacefulMind on Instagram, and I'll see you again. Bye bye. Have a nice day.